Hello, and welcome to podcast number 6 of Mike and Mike. I am Mikey Pavlou. I'm once again joined by Glenn Rice.
Hello there.
Classic intro from Glenn. And special guest.
Very special.
Very special. We have Frank Walker today.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing, Frank?
Yeah, pretty well. Considering? Yeah.
Considering what?
Oh, just there's some propaganda going around, which, yeah.
Unaware of. Don't know what's going on.
No.
Anyone see Frank at Cooper's last night? No? Whatever. Okay. That's fine.
I did briefly. I got swallowed by people.
Right, so Frank, I'm going to dive right into something I call question time.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, you haven't caught up with the podcast, so you don't know what this is.
No.
So I'm going to say, Frank,
Yeah.
if you could have any superpower,
Right.
what would it be and why? And be original. Because I've
That's
heard
an
flying
extra-
too much.
Yeah. That's a tough one for early morning. Do these people know for a start that you do this at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, they
in the
know I
morning?
do it early.
No,
It's not
just,
early.
just saying that.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Superpower. I guess walking through things. So kind of like a ghost, I guess. But
Okay.
I can also pick up things. Just it makes everything more convenient. Then
So kind of like,
just straight directions.
yeah.
Not get hit by cars. Not that I've been hit by a car, but like I was just thinking, go over water. I mean, I'm
just
getting a lot of power.
just to phase through
But-
stuff.
Yeah, kind of. So I could go over water, just kind of go in any direction I wanted without worrying.
Okay.
So and just get to places in a
You
straight
just want to
line.
be a free spirit.
Yeah, if you like, but on
Free spirit, nice.
in a straight line to where
Right,
I go.
okay.
Saves time because basically, like the route here that I cycled, like Rochester's basically over there.
Yeah.
You have to go like that, and I'd love just to go across the river,
Fair enough.
but I can't because I don't have a boat.
No,
I have a
of
bike.
course. Yeah. You could put your bike on a boat.
I could.
Haven't thought about that, have you?
We could turn the
No.
wheels and be like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
Cycle that way.
Yeah, it's just-
Could work.
Phase through things. I haven't heard that one. Very nice. That was quite a quick answer. Usually people take a
sorry.
lot longer. No, don't be sorry. It's good that someone actually does it quicker.
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought of it before. What? But I think
No,
that's right.
you did
I mean,
well.
I think that's just this morning. Anyway, if you ask me later today, it might be something else.
Okay.
But for now, that's what I want to do.
For now, you want to
That's
just
my
phase
power.
through stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Could there be a big flaw where you basically, as soon as you turn on your power, you go through absolutely everything. So you basically just travel through the earth because you've fallen through.
Where it just sinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is possible.
Fall into space and that'd be shit.
I mean, I don't know who's made this power, so if I had contact with them before I tested it, I'd say, right, just be careful because there is this possibility that I will fall into space and
Could be like,
ultimately
are
die.
there refunds? Can I return this power?
Yeah. If I do reach Earth's molten core, can I have my money back?
Fair enough.
That's what
Are
I'd
you
say.
paying for this power?
Apparently, yeah.
How much would that power be worth to you?
Oh. I mean, a non-faulty one, I'd pay a couple of grand, I guess.
Couple of grand.
I mean, that's more money than I have, but I think it's worth it.
Well, in the long run.
I'd save up.
Not bad.
Go to overdraft,
I
it's fine.
But I'd be worried about the consequences of, people noticing because it's obviously no one else has this.
No.
You would find yourself in the news pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to be.
Well, everyone would be freaked out that they've seen a
Yeah,
ghost.
yeah. I'd probably be dead. Like someone would shoot me.
Well, no, because the bullet will phase through you.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
you should be alright.
But I kind of like it, so I turned it on and off, so I looked normal for a while.
Oh, what?
So-
So when you're phased, you're like a see-through kind of opaque.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Bit ghost-like
Just-
then.
Yeah. Just then I don't need a costume. Well, now I'm a superhero. Obviously,
Yeah,
this has quickly escalated to I've got responsibilities now.
Yeah.
But I don't need a costume because it's obvious. Like,
Right.
I'm see-through now.
See-through, man.
Well, I haven't spent any time on the name, but
No,
whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Proper chilled out.
I just get to a scene and like, oh yeah, not very good here. It'll work itself out.
What would you be able to do if there was a crime scene? It's too late.
Well, no, like I can do mainly robberies. Bank robberies is what I'd concentrate on.
Right.
So I could just go through to the vault
Yeah.
Oh, you make the robberies. You wouldn't prevent them.
No, I'm preventing. They're already. They're.
So they're in there.
They're
doing
blowing
their
the
thing.
vault doors off.
Yeah.
And I'll just like phase in there, sit like, you know,
With a
like
gun.
I'll bring in a chair with me.
Right.
Anything I could touch can also, you know, become phase. Like,
Right.
So I could take people with me as well.
Okay.
if I wanted to. And anywhere. So I'll take a chair with me, sit on it, like in the centre of the vault.
Right.
That they blow the doors off. Have some sort of gun on me.
I can't do this.
And then they come in, and then like, you know, I apprehend them, and you know, I get a purple heart.
You would have to like be in the right place at the right time whenever you did that.
Yeah, I have to hear. Well, it's all right though. So I hear the bank sirens going off. I can phase these things. I can get there really quickly because it's a straight line. I just like go through. Like I'll probably take my bike. So, and
That's the Batmobile, like the Frank bike.
and then yeah, I'll be there. I mean, yeah, sometimes I miss them, but
Stop.
I'm only one man.
Oh my god. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard. You just sit there. Oh, I need to move on from that. That was
beautiful.
that was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you so
That's
much.
all right. That's my answer.
Right, we still
That's
got
one question.
still got 2 more questions.
Okay, good.
Jesus. I'm so excited now.
I started with a good answer.
That was
My other
amazing.
ones will be terrible now.
Right.
Let's see.
So, Frank, if you could be any character, so not an actor, like from a game or a TV show, a character,
Yeah.
what character would that be and why?
I think I'll go with a game since you mentioned it. I'll be Manny Calavera from the game Grim Fandango.
Okay.
Have you played it?
Never played that.
I have. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't.
Yeah, it's by LucasArts, so they made Monkey Island, and it's the same kind of
Oh,
thing.
right, okay.
But it's based on like Mexican Day of the Dead.
Oh,
So
I have
it's
seen
actually
that. Yeah.
It's actually a dead person, and the kind of paper mache type skeletons. I would be him because he's quite a smooth operator. He's just quite a cool guy, quite a cool character. I mean, he's dead, so but he's in the end he makes it. He has a nice journey, a 4-year journey, and in the end he's made it to the 9th underworld, which
Right.
is heaven. So you know,
That's pretty nice.
So yeah, you know, I'll be in the perfect place.
Yeah. At
And
the end of everything.
he gets the girl, and
Oh, everything
How
works
do you get
out.
the girl when he's dead?
well, there's dead girls. You know.
like
no, fair enough.
All right, that was a very straightforward answer. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So the final question:
Okay.
if you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
Okay. I guess some sort of fish. I'd like to be in the sea.
Yeah.
Actually, no, scrap that. I can't make up an animal, but okay, scrap that. I'd like to fly, definitely.
You'd like to fly.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed flying for the first answer, so I'll just.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But what type of bird?
That was Henry's excuse last week.
What?
He was going to say flying for the power, and then he said for animals, like, I'll be a bird. I was like, you
But
cheated
didn't
the
he say something
system.
stupid. He said something like something that just didn't fly.
Did he?
He said the flying squirrel as well, didn't he?
Yeah, they just glide.
Yeah, I was like, that's not the same.
Alright, he done a bird, so I won't do a bird.
Keep it in an OG.
Just that would be something I'd like to do. But
You'd
no,
still
I'd
be a
go
tough bird.
pretty.
You could be a flying fish.
I could, but yeah,
Or a salmon.
they're a bit. That looks like effort.
What, salmon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard work. Like
Got to avoid bears and stuff.
yeah, and just going upstream. It's
Yeah, it's tired.
I'd be quite deep, I reckon, just because I haven't, obviously, you don't know too much about it, so I'll be that ugly thing with the light bulb in front of it.
Oh, those weird lantern creatures in the deep. Okay.
You know, just because it's totally, you know, different from. It's quite far away from a human, so
Very.
you know, it's a bit more interesting than like a cat or something.
I don't know, they seem like they have
And
really-
then, you know, so I don't know, it's a whole different world, so I'll get a whole different perspective. But I guess that actually wouldn't be I don't know. That's me wanting to try it, and then, but again, I might want a refund.
You're paying for this as well.
I am. There's a crazy scientist out there who can do all these things.
They're looking for you now, because you've offered $2,000 to them.
Isn't that just Buddhism?
They might have to pay me, actually, to be the fish.
So they are transforming you into a fish.
Yeah.
So you still have your personality.
Because, right... Yeah, that would be good. I mean, that wasn't in the question, but this is more a superpower again.
Okay, so now you're back to...
No, yeah, because, it's hard to explore the depths of the ocean and, water pressure and stuff. So what they do is develop this, thing where they can change a human into a fish that can live there, and they just go down and see what it's like.
Right.
So in other words, you'd prefer to be Aquaman. To kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Aquaman.
He's got a costume.
No, keep them separate. This is
right.
Different classes.
I don't feel like you'd see much.
They're for different reasons. No, but
just kind of be darkness.
Yeah, I have a light bulb though, don't I?
Yeah, how much is that going to illuminate? There's no walls
just the bit in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a searchlight, but that'd be crazy.
Or just be a bird.
Or just a bird.
Yeah, like an eagle. Something.
An eagle.
Yeah.
So you'd like to be a predator of some sort.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's like you asked me, but am I having my own? Is this me as an animal, or is it just being an animal?
Well, I haven't been asked that, Frank. But for you are the animal.
I am the animal.
You are the animal. So it's Frank Walker encompassing a bird.
This makes it tricky because, like, what they eat and stuff like that.
Right, you wouldn't want to eat worms, really.
Exactly.
Right.
Or mice.
Or mice. Okay. They eat it all raw as well.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I know my stomach could handle it, but not mine.
No, yours.
The animals. But
so what animal do you think has the most appetising taste palate?
Yeah.
What a seagull? Because they just eat pasties.
Chips and pasties, yeah.
That's very good, actually. Yeah.
But then everyone hates
quite
you.
unhealthy. Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Most interesting palate. It'll probably be some sort of grey, like just a panda. I'll just eat bamboo all day. Yeah, I'll be a panda.
Panda.
I want to be a panda now.
That suits.
Done.
We'll go panda. Just sitting there, chew in your office.
Yeah. I'm quite a lazy person and I don't have to do anything. So.
Fair enough. So
I'll just sit there.
A phase
roll
shifting.
About in the grass.
Phase shifting panda. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on now to Coopers and the band heats.
Mm-hmm.
So last night we had heat number 2 with who was it? City of Ashes, Happy Core, and I can't remember his name.
Greenwood.
Dan Greenwood. I thought they were all really, really good.
They were, yeah.
It's unfortunate you missed them, Glenn.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Standard.
would love to have been there.
Yeah, you actually got City of Ashes to play.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really.
Well, they yeah, like my band was meant to play, but then my vocalist he got ill and his throat was messed up, so I got these guys in. It was really nice of them because they're from like Sussex.
Yeah.
And came all the way to.
Well, it's basically the start of their tour, then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite good. They were really impressive. I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't really heard of them. And you hadn't showed them
emos.
They were cool. They knew they had a lot of energy. I thought.
No,
liked them.
definitely.
I feel like I could take a judge's job. I should get up.
Yeah, you could do.
He said it, so I'm going to do it. No, yeah, they were really good.
What's your opinions on them?
Yeah.
Oh right,
everyone.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, City of Ashes. Yeah, I mean we've already said that, like, quite professional. We had energy and stuff. Like I said last night, I used to be in a band. This was back in. I was in lower sixth form, so. How old am I then? 16, 17.
Yeah, something like that.
It's almost 10 years ago. 9 years ago. I was in a band called From the Ashes.
From the Ashes.
And we were kind of similar, but had more screaming. But that's the only thing I'd say is it's a bit weird because we were like doing quite a few gigs and it was very reminiscent of like a lot of bands we played with back then. And it kind of reminded me of like early Finch and stuff like that. So it was quite
nostalgic.
Yeah, in a way. It's kind of held in the. It's almost like, I mean, it's obviously genres still carry on, but when you're younger, you go through phases of like, listening to different types of
Yeah,
music
yeah.
And whatever playing. So it's almost like that ended for me.
Right.
It's ended for me, but it's obviously still going. But in my head, it's like ended.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean, because you kind of get out of that and stop. Well, you still listen to those bands, but you just think, 2008 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm constantly out there. 2006 was like the year. For
Yeah.
me.
So, like, I didn't. Obviously, that's something that carries on. But in my head, it was like I've seen it before type thing. But it was obviously good, and energy and stuff. But yeah, that's.
Yeah. I really like. They're really friendly as well. Did you speak?
No,
to them?
yeah. I spoke to the bassist. Well, he came up when they were doing their slow song.
Oh yeah, that's
soft
right.
song, and he wasn't playing. And he came up and chatted to me.
Yeah.
And they're really nice guys, and they should do alright, really. Obviously the demographic they're going for, like Emi at 6,
Yeah,
Havana type scene, and that's what they attract. And the good thing about that is they're very hardcore followers, if you like. So
Yeah.
you've got good support,
Good fan base going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They're quite
Loyal and
They
stuff.
have a lot of fans on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like 4,600 something, which I was quite impressed by.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite
very good number.
Yeah. On to Dan. Is it
Dan Greenwood.
Greenwood? Yeah, I need to remember his name.
Yeah.
I quite liked him. When the moment he did the song from Matilda, is it called On My Way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
He
it.
started playing that on guitar. I was like, oh, instantly got my vote. That really impressed me.
I really like Dan.
I didn't know he competed before.
Yeah, he competed last 2 times. I've seen him quite a few times, and I like him. He's got a really good voice, obviously, good guitar player. Not much else to say really, just a good performance.
Yeah, he is really good.
I mean, he was quite drunk, which is also really impressive because between songs he was speaking like a drunk man, and then he'd just go to playing.
Yeah,
and like you couldn't.
It was
tell.
really seamless.
It was like, I couldn't do anything like that. I could barely see where the strings are on the guitar.
No, yeah,
So
I thought he was really good. I didn't know he played harmonica as well.
Oh right,
Like,
yeah.
so that impressed me that he could play and do that as well. That can't be easy to just do.
I wanted to learn harmonica, so I bought a batch and was just doing it with my hands, and I could do that. And then I put it in one of the. I got a clamp thing, so when you're playing guitar. And I couldn't even reach it, like it kept going away from it. I was just like, fuck this, I can't. It's too much effort to learn. Yeah, it was adjustable, but like, I think I was moving the wrong part of my head because I'd like move my neck forward, and obviously that's where it's attached. So
Right.
it would kind of.
You would just go forward.
Yeah, everything would move forward. I'd just be walking around trying to chase this like a dog chasing its tail, never catching it. But so it's I'm always impressed when.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Yeah, I saw him play support. Do you know Broken Banjo? Broken Banjo, sorry, lost my voice.
No.
They've played a few times at Cooper's.
Never been there.
Oh, well, they had an EP release show quite recently, and Daniel Greenwood supported them.
Oh, right,
and, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so, really, like, for when he's by himself, like, he fills up a lot of, as I say, like, his finger work is awesome whilst he's singing and harmonicaing on the same time.
Yeah. I mean, what's also good as well is his style of voice suits the styles that he plays.
Yeah,
like you can sometimes see, like people have good voices and stuff, but sometimes they're doing something that doesn't suit it.
Yeah.
Like the style, which isn't their fault. Like you obviously want to sing what you want to sing, but sometimes it just matches up, basically, and that's a match.
Yeah.
A kind of bluesy voice.
Yeah.
It was very good. And finally, we had Happy Call.
Yeah.
Who unfortunately didn't make it through.
No, I mean it was. Close.
It seemed like it was a tough decision for you guys.
I mean they were actually a really short set as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a
I was
massive
surprised
set
when they were finished. Like the other 2 bands, Dan and City of Ashes.
Yeah, much
played for
longer.
quite a long time.
Yeah.
I was expecting. But no, because they were in last year as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I think they'd only just formed last year.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit like sketchy kind of in places, but they got really tight.
Yeah, they seemed it.
And the drummer's really tight. Which,
Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah.
Which always helps, basically. Helps more than anything else in terms of tightness. Like, or apart from vocals maybe. But like it just makes everyone, you know,
sync.
Yeah, it holds the whole thing together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just they were really fun.
Yeah,
like,
they were.
The good choices of songs as well, like to cover and stuff.
Definitely crowd pleasers.
Like
What they cover?
They did Lose Yourself.
Lose Yourself.
Yeah,
Really?
they did really well. They opened with it, so it's definitely like. Well,
it was a good opener. Yeah.
Yeah, they did R. Kelly. Is it out
Ignition.
the kitchen? Ignition. I was going to say out the kitchen.
Out the
They did that. They did A Day to Remember's All I Want.
Oh, they did that last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of their originals, and I think there was a final cover, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I was impressed. I'd never heard them before. I'd never really heard Ryan perform, and Ryan is a machine on the drums.
Oh yeah.
He's really impressed me.
Yeah. No. It's like he's got a little click track in his ear.
Yeah, he's really
He's playing to the
good.
click.
No,
it's like he has.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So those people where if he was playing to a metronome and one of them was out, it would be the metronome.
Yes. Yeah, they were really good. They were really fun. Really fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a shame they didn't get through.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
What were their originals like?
I mean, it's more what their band's called, isn't it? Happy Core.
Happy
I think
Core,
that's what they're going for. So, which describes them pretty well. So they have some kind of chunky riffs.
And then quite,
like Matt's doing chunky riffs, and then Joe's doing like a little bit of tapping and like little lead parts. Funky, poppy, chorey.
Yeah, it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
You didn't really have to like the genre to not like the song, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just easy to listen to.
It's like party music in a way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Like heavyish, on the heavy side of party music.
Yeah, it's kind of like A Day to Remember stuff.
Sure.
But on that kind of verge of things, they're heavy, but they're party songs and poppy and all that.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing. They were very cool.
Speaking of which, like some band around here needs to play a house party that I'm invited to. Because house party gigs.
Has there been lots which you haven't been invited to?
There probably has been. No one likes me.
That's okay, Glenn.
Well, I went to one when I was about 15, maybe. And, you know, that was the age when I just found Strongbow. I was like, alcohol. I don't like beer, but Strongbow, urine.
You were so much manlier than me having Strongbow. I was like, oh, WKD Blue.
You got to start. No, I started on Bacardi Breezes.
Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah. But after that, I was like, oh, time to not be a pussy. But no, like, yeah, I went to some house party gig and it was the best thing ever. So, like, if Happy Core could play a house party. Or
Yeah.
Kitchen here.
Well, not here. This isn't very big.
Right in here. Right there.
Yeah. No, I'd like to see them play again. I thought they were really... Have you seen them before?
I saw them last year, but I'd imagine they're a whole lot better.
Yeah,
They were, from what I can hear anyway. I didn't see them last year, but they impressed me a lot. Especially because Ryan was saying they're not serious. They're not very... They don't take themselves seriously. They don't practice
They don't really gig
professionally.
anywhere else, do they?
No, it's just kind of a little fun thing they do.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting
that's why
a lot.
I think that's why I really like it as well.
Yeah.
Because of that.
It was just for fun.
Yeah.
So it kind of made it
comes
was
across
real.
well.
Yeah, I agree with that. So that was the Heat, basically. And obviously next week is the final of the Heat, is that right?
Yeah, the third.
Yeah.
Final Heat.
That would be good. Do you know who's playing in that? I can't think of who's in that.
Prismism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Really looking forward to that. I don't know who else is.
Some people are playing next week. Prismism is confirmed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. That'd be really cool. I haven't actually seen Prismism or Greg do it live, so that'd be really interesting to see. I'll
seen him perform on a radio station. Like there's a webcam on it.
I saw that. Yeah.
It was crazy. He had like guitar there, bass there,
below him,
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
He's all right.
We'll come on to Greg in a minute. Not like that though. That sounded really weird.
We'll flirt with him.
I just want to quickly talk about general entertainment once again. Am I gonna
Yes,
do
you are.
this? Oh, it's general entertainment.
We will sample that.
We'll have to sample that somewhere. Now, I didn't really know what to really talk about this week in this section, so I kind of want to ask you, Frank, what do you watch?
What do I watch?
Yeah, films, TV shows, anything like that. Anything you follow?
Okay, well, I don't normally watch like TV. Like in the house at the moment, we actually don't have an area report, so we don't have TV. And in the last house, I didn't watch any TV. So I only watch stuff online, so it's normally something I have to watch, or, like I really want to. Should I say? Not being forced. I mean, obviously, I watched Breaking Bad until it finished.
Yes.
So obviously, I haven't seen it ever, but I really want to.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you should.
It's amazing. I
is
tell
really good.
everyone to watch it.
So that Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Is amazing. It's a comedy. Kind of similar to the documentary style of The Office, but like.
Oh right. Okay.
It's a bit more chirpy and like the first season and a bit the second season, like you're kind of like, oh, yeah, this is alright, but like you don't really get hooked. And, like, fall in love with all the characters until like after the second season.
I can't say I've heard of that.
Sorry?
I can't say I've heard of that.
Oh right, no, it's really good.
Okay.
Check it out. The Walking Dead, watching that.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's alright. So the season 4 started.
Yes.
But I can't really see where it's gonna go at the moment.
Okay.
Because like a lot of stuff's happened,
Right.
and now they're like pretty much like zombie killers now. They're kind of
Okay. How many seasons are there meant to be? Is this the final?
Oh,
or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it might just be something that carries on.
Okay then.
What else am I watching? Also now in the new house we've got Netflix as well.
Right.
So what I do is get home from work, turn that on, and just pick something and then just lay there until I have to go to bed. I'm being really unproductive. So I watched all of The American Office.
Okay.
I love that.
Which is quite good. Yeah, I quite like it. I prefer the UK Office, and
Really?
I watched it years ago.
I said that. I prefer
You're a
the
Ricky
UK
Gervais
one.
fan.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. He's
Like
brilliant.
in certain things. Yeah, no, I think the UK Office is really good. I like that it's short as well because then it's just you've actually got an arc.
Yeah.
You know, story arc, and it finishes. Obviously, the first season of the American one was just like copying that. Like it's basically the same, and it's just like not done as well. Like the characters weren't quite as good, but then after a few seasons, again, it's like they actually figure out
their own
that it's
storyline.
different, and
That's what you watch.
That is what I watch.
Very
I
nice.
think. What other stuff comes under entertainment?
Well, I was going to ask actually, what are our favourite films? I haven't actually asked anything like that. Do you have a favourite film?
Favourite film? I used to.
I can start off by saying mine is Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Bloody excellent film. That's what I'll say. What about Glenn? Or
Me?
yeah, do you have a favourite film? Well, you're the only Glenn in the room. So.
That is true. I have. Got a couple. One that you won't be surprised about, but Freaky Friday, like pure child hits kind of thing. I used to be able to memorize that thing. I watched it a lot. Massive crush on Jamie Lee Curtis.
Right.
See me.
Man up. Come on.
Sure. 500 Days of Summer. I can watch that over and over and
Never
over.
seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
What are you doing with your lives? Go and see
Watching
it.
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah.
Especially for like 90s alternative music, because it's in there. You see Joseph Gordon-Levitt like covering the Pixies at a karaoke bar, and that got me really into the Pixies. So like, I don't know. I think it's awesome.
All right.
I went through a stage last year where I watched it once a day for 4 days.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's about a 2.5 hour long film.
Oh my god.
It was sad.
Yes, that is.
YOLO.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that apart from when I was a kid. Like watching Labyrinth or
thanks.
something.
Labyrinth is in the David Bowie Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Excellent. Someone.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great
every
film.
time I say Labyrinth, people think I'm talking about Pan's Labyrinth.
I've seen Labyrinth. I haven't even seen Pan's
I haven't even asked you. No, like in a way of I've not asked you if you've seen Labyrinth, have I?
Probably not.
I used to say to people, have you seen Labyrinth? And they talk about Pan's Labyrinth. No one's ever said the Bowie one. You
That's
remind me
great,
of the babe.
it's,
Babe with the power. Such a good film.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that could be up there, I guess. I used to have, like, in my head favourites, but I just kind of, I don't know, what, like, I don't get into them as much anymore. Like, doing the watch it 4 days in a row.
I don't do that constantly, but just, I really like that film.
I could only just say, like, good ones I've seen in the past couple of
Okay.
years, or ones that stuck in my head.
What is a good film you've seen in the past couple of years?
Warrior. Seen that?
Is that the UFC one?
Yeah,
I haven't.
That's actually really good. Like, it sounds like if someone says, "Come watch this film about UFC," I'd be like, "Fuck off." Sounds like, shit. Like it's gonna be. But I mean, Tom Hardy's in there, and he's obviously a good actor. And it's actually pretty emotional at the end. Like it's a good story.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I need to catch up on the Alien films. I've only seen.
What are you doing?
Which one have I seen? Okay, so I can't remember which one it is.
You're going to say one of the worst ones. Alien is just the one. Aliens is with the Marines and a lot of them.
Yeah, no, I've seen just the one.
I hope it's not Alien 3 you've seen.
It's the one where at the end, is there like a robot that gets torn in half or something?
That's Aliens.
That's
when it gets stabbed through and then torn in half. That's the second one. Okay, that's my favourite film ever.
Okay, it's quite good. I mean, I enjoy it, but like
that's a long.
I've only ever seen it, when it's kind of on late at night, and you're just like,
yeah.
I've never kind of properly sat down and watched it.
Oh, it's great. I feel like I need to watch the Lord of the Rings films.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen them.
You haven't seen Lord of the Rings? Okay.
You look really disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
No, yeah. I don't know why I never did, but I feel like I'd like them, and I just never got around to it.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you just miss
Yeah, I've just
when it's on or whatever. It's
probably watch them. You've got them, haven't you?
Extended versions.
We'll watch them. You haven't seen the Alien films, so I'll bring them along. You have to watch those.
Lock yourself away for
and then
a week.
And we can watch those for 4 days straight every day.
Alright. But alright. If it'll make you watch Lord of the Rings.
I will. I do want to watch the Lord of the Rings film.
Okay.
Because did I tell you that Ian McKellen came to my sixth form?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did an assembly in my sixth form. He came as a guest speaker.
Oh,
and he was just talking to us, and then right at the end, he just shouted, "You shall pass!"
Yes.
I was like, brilliant. That was amazing. Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Right. So we'll talk about bands now, as usual, every week. Today we have Prismism, and we also have your band, Frank. And I don't think I've caught their name. What is your band called?
Real Life Charm.
Real Life Charm. So we have those two to show. I'll start with Prismism. So Prismism is mine and Glenn's friend Greg. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Mine and Glenn's friend Greg.
Not bad.
He started it how long ago do you think? A year maybe?
Just under a year. I think.
Just under a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's like a chilled out electronic kind of vibe to it, would you say?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know what genre to label it as.
Just electronic.
Yeah, electronica kind of.
Electronic chillax.
Chillax.
Chillax. Yeah, chilled version of Skrillex. Let's go.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool style, and he's not been doing it for too long now. He was meant to give me an original today to play, but he hasn't finished his originals yet. So gutted about that. But he's doing his set next week, like we just said at the Heat. So anyone at Kent Uni, please come down to Cooper's to watch and support him. Obviously, he hasn't done a set, so that would be cool. But yeah, we're going to play a song now that he's done a cover of by a band called Magnets, who actually featured it on their EP. Did you know
Really?
that? Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
On their EP. Do you know Magnets? I can't say I know them that well either. They're quite a small fan base at this point in time, I think.
Quite post-rocky.
Yeah, and he did just like a remix of one of their songs, and they featured it on their EP. So when they released it and sold it out, he's featured on it,
right.
which is really cool.
Good, yeah.
So that's probably one of the best examples to show off what you can do. So I'm going to play that now. Here it is. Right, so that was Ghosting by Prismism. As Glenn pointed out, you're making me laugh. Why? Glenn just picked up a sly crumb off of the table and slowly put it in his mouth.
I'm hungry.
Glenn pointed out during that song, he said I should probably call that genre electronic ambient. Was that right?
That was right.
Or-
Would you guys agree?
I'd agree with that. Or Gregcore.
Or Gregcore,
Or
yeah.
Gregcore. I'll go to Glenn first. What did you think of the track?
I liked it. I'm a big fan of Gregcore. No, I generally quite like similar electronic ambient. So yeah, very nice, very soothing. Really nice use of all the falsetto singing from the original track, obviously, and the little bongos or toms that
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was nice.
It was.
Yeah. Frank, what would you
Yeah,
say?
I agree. I really enjoyed it. Nice listening. I've been listening to more kind of that genre recently as well. But yeah, the falsetto works really well.
Yeah.
I know they're the original vocals, but yeah, it
I
blends.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a really, really nice song. I think the simplicity of it is really cool. He doesn't overpower it with any really powerful bridge or anything like that. It's quite soothing throughout, and it progresses at a nice pace. It doesn't get boring or anything like that. It's really well done. I think.
What the original sounds like. Have you had the original?
A while ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite rocky.
Yeah, because I know Magnets are a rocky band.
Yeah. And considering that, it's a nice little.
It's
twist.
quite a contrast to the original.
Yeah,
if you've heard the
I
original.
think it's good for a remix.
Yeah, it
No
is.
way that similar, really.
Yeah, so that was Prismism, and like I said, come and see him next week at Cooper's. He should be amazing. I'll be fangirling
Amazing.
him.
That is raising the bar.
Yeah, well, I'm telling him now, Greg, you better be amazing. Frank's here, and he will not be impressed if you are anything less.
I am judging.
He is judging.
Even now, I'm constantly judging.
Always on the job.
Always on the judge. Right, so now we're going to move on to Frank's band. And I've completely forgotten what they're called again.
Real Life Charm.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
Look at this.
We should have done a bit of research before. What is
I know,
this? This is
I know.
Sloppy journalism.
I know. God, don't judge me.
I can't help it. There's no off switch.
Got him. Real Life Charm. So, Frank, tell us a bit about Real Life Charm.
Okay. We are an 8-piece.
8-piece.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Okay.
Kind of, it's more of a collective, if you like. We might expand a bit more. It's kind of we're trying to make it more of a project than just a band itself. So we have the illustration side of it as well. So one of the members is an illustrator, and it's we talk about like concepts and stuff as well. So 8-piece, but 7 of us playing actual instruments. We haven't done a gig yet. I don't know when we're planning to. We're going to be really conservative with what gigs, because we've all been in bands before where we've played loads of gigs, and it's almost like we've done that now. So we kind of want to concentrate on different avenues, if you like, in the music scene. Kind of indie, popish music, really.
Still kind of chilled out in a way from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, obviously it depends on the song, but it's kind of got a pull back feel, if you know what I mean. So we don't let the tempo get ahead of itself, type thing. Friday is our next single, with the video as well that's coming out. Then another kind of release next month, and then the EP's out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's. And then on to the next. Once that's done, we're just going to start on the project again.
Right.
New project. So.
That's really cool. I didn't know you had that much work for it and that much detail going into it all.
Yeah. It's really interesting, actually. Like the other guys' ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where it's going to go.
That's cool.
It'll be interesting.
So what song have you bought for us today?
I've bought on my memory stick here, nice and pink.
Yeah.
It's what's going to be released on Friday.
Cool.
So, preview listen.
Little tease.
And it's called Deco.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. No, get ready to listen. So that was Deco by Real Life Charm. I really enjoyed it. I just said that I thought it had a bit of an MGMT vibe to it because of all the different sounds going on at once, and it's quite peaceful.
Yeah, kind of multi-layered.
Yeah, a lot of layering and stuff. I was going to ask, so everyone can hear, what were influences that you had and the people in the band had?
Yeah, I mean, with like I said, so many in the band, everyone had their own thing, so I can't talk so much for the other guys, but like when we were writing, I was listening to a lot of National, which doesn't actually come across so much on that song, but some of the other songs it would. Kind of Talking Heads, Smiths, Arcade Fire, like Bombay Bicycle Club as well.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, like, because we used like vocal samples in that as well quite a lot, which obviously Bombay did quite a bit. Yeah, and yeah, whatever the other guys were listening to at the time.
Fair enough. Nice. So Glenn, what did you think of the track?
Yeah, I really liked it. Very chilled out. And you're right, I can totally get the MGMT vibe from it. Although, probably not... MGMT's album was atrocious, so I'm hoping that's...
Did you not like MGMT's album?
I liked Time to Pretend, Kids, and Electric Feel. Everything else was like
okay.
Yeah, no, I agree actually. It's quite a harsh album.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
okay.
I couldn't listen to the whole thing through here. My ears.
Right.
It was mastered quite trebly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. That's not so much. It worked for like the really synth poppy kind of songs. But when some of them like are a bit more like weird and kind of experimental almost, and it's just too harsh for.
But in comparison, like that's much better.
Yeah,
and we kind of mixed it so it had like a bit of a roll off at the high end, if you like. So it's like that kind of, it's not trying to be bright. If that makes sense. So it's, I mean, it's all clear and stuff. It's not like it sounds like it's in the other room. But just so it helps with that kind of laid back, pulling back feel. If it's not really sparkly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what I was expecting. I was kind of thinking about more what I've heard previously from your band, some more riffy stuff. So
there's actually less guitar in there. But again, like when we went into the studio, this is when we recorded parts and just took them out and stuff like that. So it's quite a bit different to how it began.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Where'd you
really
record
enjoyed it.
Foundry.
Yeah, I thought it might have been.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, well, we started recording when like the first day was like a week after. Actually, no, I was working in there, like setting it up the day before I went in.
Oh, right.
Like, and it basically hadn't been finished. But I was basically using it to test out. But because we did come across some problems, like channels 3 and 5. This is when we were recording drums. They sent both channels 3 and 5 sent channels 3 and 5 to that track. So what was 3 on the audio file? You had 3 and 5 on there.
Right.
On 5 you had 3 and 5, which was the floor tom and bottom snare. So I had two tracks, which was the floor tom and bottom snare, rather than the two separate. So that was a little bit of trouble to mix, but it didn't hinder too much.
No, hoping that's all resolved. And the Foundry's all good now.
Yeah, the Foundry's fine now. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, sorted that out.
Cool. I think we'll wrap it up there. I want to thank you, Frank, for coming on.
So
very nice of you to take your time to come on this.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
I said to Glenn we should get Frank on as a joke, and he went, "Oh, email him." I went, "All right then, I'll give him an email." Yeah. And when you said I was like, "He said yes, Glenn." So that was pretty cool. So once again, thank you for that.
No
and as always, to the listeners, please spread the word about the podcast, and if you know anyone in a band that wants to be featured on it, either come on to the podcast or send a song in, get them to contact me or Glenn, and that's about it. So that's a goodbye from me, a goodbye from Glenn.
That's it.
Oh man, stop doing that.
Never.
Alright, and a goodbye from Frank.
Goodbye.
Bye everyone.